Yeah, what's going on, FTGU gang? From the ground up family, how you doing? How your people doing? That's good, man. Let them know I asked about them. I'm here today, man. While I got this my custom My League 2K playing in the background right here. You see, you got Dirk on the squad. We got Prom Rondo on the squad. But that ain't what we here for today, man. We not here for that. That's just background. We here today to discuss more pressing matters. All my NBA fans out there, who's the MVP this year? Do you know? You know, some people probably saying Jokic. You got some people saying Joel Embiid. Hell, if you've been watching basketball the last month, you're probably saying it's Steph Curry. Well, we gonna take a deeper look at their stats and the season that they've had so far. And I'm gonna give you my top 5 candidates for who I think should be the NBA 2020-2021 MVP for the season. Let's jump right in. Another lob for Zion.
Steph is running into the front court. Draymond finds him, another three. Got it! 62! 62! And he actually surpasses his buddy Klay Thompson.
They're looking for him too. Draymond Green, of course, his boy. Where's he at? Handoff. That is a tough shot too. Gary Trent right at him.
Okay, so we starting our MVP ballot off with number 5. And at number 5, I got no other than the light-skinned bandit, the baby-faced assassin, Mr. Chef 'em up, cook 'em up, Steph. And if you've been following basketball, then you already know in the month of April, Steph went out his goddamn noggin. My man hit the most three-pointers in a month in NBA history. Just further validating that he's the best shooter of all time. If that's not good enough to give you a reason to have him in your MVP ballot, how about let's go over some numbers. Steph's averaging 32 points per game, career high. He's also averaging, oh, by the way, before we jump into how many assists he's averaging, that 32 points per game, the next closest person on his team, which is Andrew Wiggins, is averaging 18.6 points per game. Highest differential between two leading scorers in the whole NBA. So basically the man putting the whole team on his back, said jump on, don't worry, I got you. So not only is he averaging 32 points per game, he's also averaging 5.5 rebounds and 5.8 assists along with 1.2 steals a game with a PER rating of 26.3, which is 6th throughout the whole NBA. Not only has this man Steph put up some of the best numbers of his career with minimal help, no Klay, out for the whole season with an ACL tear, MCL, AC, I believe one of the two. Forgive me if I'm off on that. And this is just a bunch of young players. They don't really have any veterans. It's not the Golden State of old that we used to fear. It's not them no more. And everyone had wrote them off. Last year, they were the worst team in the NBA. And Steph Curry comes back after only playing 6 games last year. Keep in mind, worst record in the NBA. He comes back and he has these boys balling. And yeah, they got off to a slow start, but they are now in the play-in tournament, getting ready to face off against the Lakers. And possibly taking the 7th seed from the Lakers. So for that, I think Steph deserves all the praise. And I know people are going to say that he doesn't have a great winning record this year and that the Warriors are only the 8th seed. Well, yeah, they only the 8th seed, but Steph has got them to the 8th seed. We didn't even believe that they would be a contender of any sorts this year. We didn't have them playoff bound. We thought they were bound for the lottery again. The whole talk for this season was Steph's not like Russ. Steph's not like Dame. Steph can't lead a team with him being the only superstar to at least the playoffs. And he shut up all that noise. And for me, that's why Steph is number 5 on my MVP ballot. Now, all those things that I said, and they are great things to praise Steph. He deserves his flowers. I also have some more reasons why he's not higher than 5 on my MVP list. The Warriors, if we're just being honest, have been a subpar team, and winning matters. You know, you can't be the MVP and your team barely gonna make the playoffs. They're in the play-in. Just actually lost to the Lakers last night. And so now they have to face Memphis on Friday in a do-or-die Game 7-like situation. So with all that being said, of all the greatness he has accomplished short-handed this season, he deserves his flowers. But at the end of the day, the Warriors just have not won enough games. And for the most part, Steph is having a down season from the three-point line. As crazy as he went in April, this is the second lowest he's shot from the three-point in his career. I believe the percentage is exactly, forgive me, I'm checking my notes right here. Right now, he is at 48% from the field, and I believe 42% from 3. The 48% from the field is pretty good, but the 42% from 3, like I said, is great by Steph Curry's numbers, but second lowest of his career. So with all that being said, Steph Curry lands in number 5 in the MVP race for me.
The dexterity, the creativity, the court vision to find Looney off the glass.
4 of the top 8 in the West have 10 or more losses as Giannis gets another one in the paint. I mean, he's just flat dominating the action right now. Chris Middleton's going to come set a screen. You've seen more of this action. How about that? I mean, just flat will not let DeAndre Ayton buy him, and Giannis makes easy work of it at the cup.
Coming in the 4th spot, I got nobody other than the Greek Freak, the man with the name that's impossible to pronounce on the first try, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I think I said it right. I think it's Antetokounmpo. Whatever, man. The Greek Freak. Anyway, man, the Greek Freak is once again having, a Greek Freak season. He's putting up 28.1 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, almost 6 assists per game. Tied for a career high, I might add in, and with a player efficiency rating of 29.24, which is 3rd in the NBA. So once again, Giannis is one of the top 5 players in the whole NBA doing what he does. But so you ask me, if Giannis is putting up similar numbers to his back-to-back MVP seasons, why the hell do you have him number 4? Well, I'm glad you asked, Tommy. Let me tell you, he's number 4 because we've seen this story before, like I just said. He's putting up great numbers. Not going to take that away from him, but the Bucks are actually winning at a lower pace this year. And Giannis's numbers are slightly down from his MVP year. Not bad numbers, but they're slightly down, and the team is winning less.
Get this beat.
Plus, I know it's a regular season award, but I'd be a fool to sit here and say that his 2 last playoff exits have nothing to do with the way he's viewed in the MVP voting the way it is now. And we all know there comes a time in every NBA superstar's life when you haven't won anything. You can only win so many non-championship team award accolades before the media wants you to start producing more, and that's where Giannis is. We've seen everything he can offer. We've seen him be dominant. We've seen him win back-to-back MVP. We've seen him be Defensive Player of the Year. But what we need to see now is get over that hump in the playoffs and really make a deep playoff run and make a Bucks a respectable team in the East. And with that being said, that's why I have Giannis in as number 4 in the MVP ballot.
Fewer shots made in the restricted area, even to play third quarter.
Well, here's Giannis seeing a wall, and
Back comes Augustine using the pick.
Coming in at number 3 on our MVP ballot, we have the definition of point guard himself, the walking assist man, Mr. State Farm himself, Chris Paul III, or CP3 as he's known in these basketball streets. And CP3's not putting up so much MVP numbers this year, only averaging 16.4 points a game, 8.9 assists per game, which I believe is top 10 in the NBA. I have to fact check that, but I believe top 10 in the NBA. 4.5 rebounds per game and a player efficiency rating of 21.4. But where he does make a difference is the MVP caliber effect he has on this Phoenix Suns team. We remember last year, the Phoenix Suns went 34-39, went 10th in the Western Conference, and even though they won out 8-0 in the bubble, they still did not make the playoffs. Chris Paul has took that same team, no other additions other than Jay Crowder really, and a few other role players, and he's got them at 51-21 this year, second in the West. How's that for a turnaround season? It's a proven fact that no matter where Chris Paul goes, the team is better than it was last year. He is a winner. All the man has done is win, unless you're talking about Western Conference Finals. But hey, I didn't want to be that guy. Okay? But yes, so give him his respect. Yeah, he's not putting up 25 points per game and getting 10-12 rebounds per game like some of the other MVP candidates, but the effect that he brings to this Phoenix Suns team is undeniable, and you have to give him his respect for that. Now, the reason I can't really put him higher than 3 is, like I said, the numbers. The numbers are just not really MVP enough. The effect is good as well, and at the same time, you can make an argument that Booker is the MVP for the Suns because he's their leading scorer, he's their best player, and he's just the biggest part of their success this year as Chris Paul. Maybe Chris Paul just a little bit more, but I mean, Devin Booker's been playing great this season too. And for that reason there, I can't really put him higher than 3 because of the stats and because of the fact you can make an argument MVP case for his teammate. But with all that being said, he's standing pat at number 3 on my MVP ballot.
Paul able to get the defense.
You've got to get a good look here. Even if you shoot the ball quickly, there you go.
Perhaps it's kind of like walking out of the batter's box a little bit. Same thing here. You kind of sit.
All bets are over now. Joel is unleashed.
One who started that. And we'll see JoJo here again, beating everyone down.
Coming in at number 2, the runner-up, in my opinion, for MVP this year is the Cameroonian goon, the self-proclaimed best big man in the league, Twitter finger connoisseur, Joel Embiid. Embiid has been having a monster season, averaging 28.5 points per game, 10.6 rebounds per game, 2.8 assists per game, 1.4 blocks per game, and a player efficiency rating of 30.32, which is only second in the NBA, only second to Nikola Jokic. He's also leading the NBA in free throw attempts, and he's been just a dominant force on the court this year, period. There's been no one that can guard him. It doesn't matter who you put on him, a big or small, he's doing work, he's getting buckets. And honestly, he would be MVP for me, no doubt. Shoe-in brain winner, except for these few cons right here that really did him in, man. Joel Embiid missed 21 of 72 games. That's 30% of the whole damn season. I don't know about you, but if I came to work only 30% or showed up only 30% of the, or 70% of the time, should I say, my ass wouldn't have no job no more. And Joel Embiid can't get no MVP like that in my book. He had the early injuries that took him out early. He came back and he went right back on the tear, but he just missed too many games, man. And so for that reason right there, that just has him coming up just short of the MVP. But he is definitely my number 2 and my runner-up.
Word from Marc Gasol. Mark traditionally has done an exceptional job as the closest defender, but look at the strength. I mean, this is 2 big, strong, physical guys, and Embiid just right through the contact.
And before I reveal who I believe is the MVP of this year's NBA season, I just wanted to take a quick minute to say thank you guys for all the love. Over the weekend, we hit almost 50 subscribers on the channel. I think we are currently at 45. One of my videos hit 56, which is the highest view count for me. So I know that ain't really shit in the terms of YouTube, but I just wanted to say thanks for that, guys. And you know, let's keep the party rocking. And if you're new to the channel, man, subscribe. We're gonna be doing plenty more videos like this, the NBA Analytical video, and most definitely more gaming videos. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Don't miss out on that. And I also want to take a quick minute to point out some people who I didn't think had quite an MVP season to make it into my top 5 ballots, but they're definitely honorable mentions. So real quick, let's check out some honorable mentions for the 2020-2021 NBA MVP.
FTGU.
Just a simple play to get him in isolation, and Jokic step back, drains the shot as the buzzer sounds, and Willie Cauley-Stein, you have to give him space because Jokic is so good at drawing fouls. But a nice little step back on the baseline, and he shot it over the...
And can I get some trumpets in here, a drum roll or something? Yeah, there we go. And your 2020-2021 NBA MVP is no other than the Russian maestro, the chubby kid from the Y that lost weight and now is a beast, as I like to call him in these streets, Big Yoke Dog, Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is having a hell of a season this year, man. He's putting up numbers by bigs that we haven't seen since Wilt. I mean, he's almost averaging a triple-double. We've only seen one other person do that, named Mr. Russell Westbrook, and this man is finna do it at the center position. Let me just run y'all some numbers real quick, man. Jokic is his player efficiency rating, let's start with that, is 31.3. That's the best in the whole league. 10th all time. Not 10th in the last decade, not 10th this season, but 10th all time. That means since they started tracking the stat. And then you have to look at, he's averaging 26.4 points per game, a career high, 10.8 rebounds per game, tied for a career high, and 8.3 assists per game. He's almost averaging as many assists as Chris Paul, someone we regard as one of the best point guards, pure point guards in NBA history in the game today. He's only 0.5 under this man at the center position. And then that's where it gets better. It's not just the numbers, because if it was just the numbers, Joel Embiid hasn't beat. But it ain't just that. The man's an Iron Man. The man has only missed, I believe, less than 5 games the whole season. Keep in mind, this was the season coming back from the shortest turnaround in NBA history. And guys was getting hurt left and right, including his own teammate. Jamal Murray tore his ACL midway through the season. And what did Big Yoke Dog do? He only got better. They went 16-8 without Jamal Murray and still finished 3rd in the West. Not the East, but the big bad West. Put some respect on Nikola Jokic's name. It's almost a shame that I have to sit here and do this, because I've been hearing a lot of people disrespect Jokic and try to give it to people like Chris Paul or Joel Embiid, even though the boy only done played 5 games this season. But put some respect on Yoke Dog's name. He's one of the best bigs in the game, arguably the best big in the game. He's a matchup nightmare every night, and he's putting up numbers that we haven't seen from a big since Wilt Chamberlain. I don't think I need to say anything else. Nikola Jokic, MVP 2020-2021. I rest my case.
So into Jokic. And Jokic lay it up and in, foul. Mike Muscala has come in. Journeyman, he can really shoot it, but I don't think defense is his calling card.
Yeah, but what we always say, once you go for the steal and don't get it, you're beat. He tries to get it, just a head fake, and that's a teaching point for a lot of kids.
So there you have it, guys. That's my top 5 candidates, along with some honorable mentions for the MVP of the 2020-2021 NBA season. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I hope it was insightful. If you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comments. Give me your top 5 for this season. Let's see. Let's have a discussion. I'm open to talking about it, man. I love talking sports. But either way, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all thought it was insightful. I hope you learned something, man. You know, they say you're supposed to learn something every day. That's all I can really hope, man. And like I said before, if you're new to the channel, man, subscribe. We plan on doing more of this in the future. I plan on releasing a playoff bracket Sunday, right when the playoffs are starting. So if you guys would like to, see that, then come back, turn on your notifications and subscribe, and come right back, and you'll get to see that, man, because we're doing, like I said, we're doing plenty on the channel, man. And here I am just kind of rambling a little bit, as I always do. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you know I've ran my mouth long enough. Thank y'all for coming out, man. Subscribe if you haven't. Drop a like on the video, comment your top 5 MVP candidates, and have a very blessed day. I'll holler at you next time. Peace.